Good morning everyone and welcome to Monday, August 24, 2020, 5:08 in the morning in US. Good morning. Hope to find you all well and getting ready for our usual pre-market analysis, starting with the action around the major names on SP 500, Nasdaq, Dow Jones, oil, gold, small caps, SPY and the cubes, and a quick overview right now on around the globe. Futures are pretty much on the green. We have US markets up between 0.8 and 1% this morning. We have Europe with the DAX up 2.4% this morning. The FTSE London is up 1.7%. The Nikkei also up 1%. Oil 0.7 and we are pretty much at making new all-time highs at US markets with SP 500 finally above the target 3400. But let's move into the charts and seeing how the action is right now on the pre-market. So looking and starting with the SP 500 futures, we are making new all-time highs above 3400. For those that are with me for some time, know that finally we hit the 3400 target. I have here 3400 target, has been here for some time. It was not an easy path, but we finally make it through 3400 plus right now on the pre-market, above 3397.5, the February all-time high. So it was a big run, lot of pain, hard work, fighting with every single analyst on the market that was saying that we were going into a bear market, that this was a bear market rally, that we should go and retest the March 2020 lows for a double bottom or even making lower lows. And what matters is price. We have been keep loyal to technical analysis, the options activity on the market, and that is playing very, very well so far. So right now, what can I say? New all-time highs. I'm not going to pick here at top. It's worthless to pick tops. I will remain bullish on SP 500 while we are above the 8 and 21 day moving average. So if you pay attention here to the charts, SP 500 has been able to hold the 8, and on each pullback since July it has been holding the 21 day moving average. So it's doing pretty much the same as Nasdaq. So pretty bullish action right here, and I'm remaining bullish while above first target, first support 33.82, and the second one 33.33, that's 21 day moving average. I will only be bearish if we go and close below the 21 day moving average, below 33.33, and if we go below, I'll be looking for the 50 day or 200 day moving average around 32.20 and 30.70, but very bullish action right now. And my suggestion, if you are long, trim profits on the way up, trim some of the positions, raise the stops on the rest, and play against the 8 and 21 day moving average. Nasdaq is exactly the same thing. Very, very bullish chart, making new all-time highs once again this morning. Not much to say, has been riding above the 21 day moving average. It's above all the key moving average. All the slopes on the moving average are pointing higher, so pretty much bullish case right here. One of the things, we are on day 3 on the move up after the pause, after this breakout here. Day 3, usually we, and my suggestion is on day 3, you start trimming your positions and raise the stops on the rest. So right now, if you are long, suggestion is raise your stops, trim 1/3 of the position and raise the stops on the rest. Keep riding while we are above 11,400, that's the 8-day moving average. 11,413 8-day moving average, staying bullish while we are above that line. The next line is the 21-day moving average 11,152, and it's very difficult while we are above 11k on Dow Jones. It's very difficult to have a bear case scenario. We need for the bear case need below the 11k, below 21-day moving average. Can it happen? Yes, it can. Anything can happen on this market, but we need to see it. And we will act and adjust according to that. Right now, it's getting extended, not putting a target here, can go all the way to 12k, yes it can, blue sky ahead, no real, it's new area, no one can really predict where this is going to stop. You can put Fibonacci extensions, it's a worthless game, in my opinion. Keep riding the momentum while it lasts, trim profits on the way, raise the stops, it's the game right now, very very bullish. Looking for Dow Jones, back to 28k and above my resistance line. If you remember, I told you last week that I was looking for a resume up. We have a gap to fill at 28,871. In my opinion, it will be the next gap to get filled. So if you remember, Nasdaq new all-time highs, SP 500 had a gap from the February correction gap down on the markets. SP 500 already filled the gap. Dow Jones, in my opinion, is the next one. So target here, 28,871 is the target on Dow Jones to fill the gap. I'm remaining bullish while we are above the 21-day moving average, 27,360. It's my support. I will only be bearish below 27,360. And below that, we will need to readjust the positions and looking for a retest on the 50-day moving average around 26,500. That's the next level, but very bullish action, looking for a break above 28,100 and above that 28,871 is my target for the gap filling here on Dow Jones. Looking for gold, not much action right now. If you remember, some weeks ago, on a Monday, 2 weeks ago, I said that I would be looking for a short on gold below 2024. That worked very well on this breakout, on this breakdown here, this day below the target 2024. And on 48 hours it gone from 2024 all the way into 1874 and for a bounce and bounced. And here I said it would be a logical and it would be wise to trim the position and enjoy the profits. And it was actually the very very nice one. Some traders got aggressive and bought the dip. I didn't take any action here on the bounce. And one of the things that I told you is once a support is broken. So 2024 was the breakdown area. Okay, it was the breakdown area right here. 2024. Once a support is broken, it becomes a resistance that needs to be retested. And we had the retest here, okay? Here. Bounce from 1874 and a retest in 2024. And failed to break higher. So we continue to have 2024 as resistance. What is the support? The support is the 50-day moving average at 1874. That's also near the line support where they bought the dip at 1874. So right now, I keep the same thing that I've been saying last couple of sessions. I will keep waiting. I believe that gold price needs to rebuild itself before triggering the next move. Keeping the bear case only comes below 1874 in my opinion. It can break down below that, but for now it's in a no man land. It's basically, and I keep saying this, is a mean reversion. Okay, goes up, goes down, and can consolidate here for some time before triggering the next leg. We continue to see very bullish options activity on gold and silver, but for now I believe that we need some more patience here. Let the price to rebuild once again before jumping in and maybe get killed on a trade that's really not moving much. So wait for a stock to rebuild once again. Same thing with the silver, keeping the ball on the bull camp while above 25 25.8. That's my support. That's 21-day moving average. 25.8. If it breaks below, we'll be looking for a possible retest at the 50-day moving average around $22. But for now, keeping the bull case while above 25.8. So waiting for a possible move in the next couple of sessions. Looking for crude. No real action right here, but it's very bullish while above $40. So price on oil has been holding around $41-43, and it's been in consolidation right now. So what's next? It's very difficult to have a bear case scenario while above $40. We are above all the key moving average, we are above the 821.50 and 200-day moving average, so very bullish right now. What we need? We need to start making higher highs. We need a break above 44, 45, and above that my targets will go all the way into $48, $50 targets, but we need to see it. When I'll become bearish? I'll become bearish if oil breaks below $40, okay? Below $40, I'll be extremely bearish, and I'll be looking for a bigger correction on oil, but for now, oil, no trade, waiting for a possible break above $44 for a resume backup. So, but for now, not much to say right here about oil consolidation. Looking for the SP 500 cash, will be open at new all-time highs. It hit on last week 3399.96. It's amazing, those numbers. They try to defend it here, the 3400 target. I keep bullish while SP 500 cash above 3355. Last week lows, and I'll be looking for a hold there and for a resume backup. Once again, I will not put limits here. It's blue sky ahead. I will remain bullish while SP 500 cash above 3355. Looking for the SPYs, exactly the same thing. Very bullish action. We have been, and one of the things is that we have been seeing very bullish action on SPY and on overall markets, especially on SPY with so many gaps that never get filled. So those gaps are very bullish. Eventually, in weeks, months, years ahead, those gaps will get filled. But in the short term, if with those gaps that we are seeing once again here, those gaps that never get filled are very bullish, keeping the momentum going. So if you see, we have bullish gaps here on May. What happened next? Boom, new higher highs. We have once again here at the beginning of the month more gaps. What happened? New all-time highs. So if you are long, I keep saying the same thing. Keep raising your stops. Keep after the market open, trim 1/3 of the position, raise the stops on the rest, and keep riding while it lasts. We are going for day 3 on the move today, so it's wise for on day 3 all the way into possible day 5 if the things extends higher to trim profits on the way up. Eventually your stops will get hit, and but you kept and keep moving with the rest of the market. Bear case below 33.5, okay, 335. Below that, I'll be looking for a retest at 21-day moving average around 332.5, and below that we have some gaps to fill around $330 and 326.6. Those are possible gaps to get filled, but for now very bullish action right here on the SPYs. Looking for the small caps and looking for IWM. Last week saw some, it was lagging. It was one of the laggards last week on the market. What I'll be looking this week? I'll be looking if IWM is able to rebuild and play the catch up higher. So what will be the action plan here? If IWM goes above 156, okay, above 156, we'll be looking for an extension up all the way into $160 plus. So that's the action that I'll be looking. IWM was able to digest and clear the overbought conditions. It's holding the 21 day moving average around 153, and while above 153 I will remain bullish, looking the trigger 156. Breaks above 156, I'll be looking for $160 plus on the stock. Bear case scenario below 153. Below 153 we have some gaps to fill here around $50. Below that we have 147, the 50-day moving average. But for now what I'll be looking is small caps to play the catch up above 156, going into $160 plus. Looking for the cubes, not much to say, exactly the same thing as I said with Nasdaq. Very bullish action above the 21-day moving average. Every single pullback to 21-day moving average was bought, so no real bear case scenario here. All the stock is above all the key moving average, and all the slopes are pointing up, so very bullish action right here on the cubes. We are on day 3 on the move up. What I suggest you to do after the market open, trim 1/3 of the positions, raise the stops on the rest. The line in the sand, you can keep playing against the 8-day moving average, 276.5. Below 276.5 I'll be looking for a possible $6 scalp short into $270, but we need to see it. Right now, action on the bull camp, and what I'll be looking for a possible, and that will trigger the next trade in my opinion for a downside, a possible reversal candle, something like we saw here when the market pushed to new all-time highs and reversed back below last Friday candle. If that happens, that can trigger a short, but we need to see it. So right now, very bullish action here on the market. So now what? Where we stand? We are pretty much on the bull camp. We are all opening at new all-time highs on SP 500, Nasdaq, and what can happen? We can have a fade the gap, and what I'll be looking is if the market is going to fade this gap and fade this open and fill the gap, and or if it's a gap and go. Okay, if it's a gap and go, it will be very, very powerful, and we can have the short capitulation. Shorts are trying to put a top here. I don't like to put tops, and I prefer to wait for the price to tell me what's next, but for now very bullish action. So we have, that's why I'm saying after the market open, if you are long, trim 1/3 of the positions and wait. We are going for a gap and we need to wait. On the first 30 minutes, 1 hour of the sessions, is the gap going to hold? If the gap up holds, we can resume up and big short squeeze ahead. If the gap fills, will it go below and stay below Friday highs? If yes, watch out for the 8 and 21-day moving average on the market. If it rebounds back up, look for the open and look for a possible reversal back up and resume back up. So very nice action right now on the market. Stay wise, stay safe. Thanks for watching. See you all on next episode. Thanks everyone.